Hey everyone, and welcome to Big Gaming. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing all right. I hope you all are doing fine too. But if you're not, hopefully this video will cheer you up a little bit. But extra hopefully you are having a good time. Welcome to the very first playthrough video for Big Gaming. I usually am just a streamer, but I really just want to do a video on this one. No face cam, no kind of regular streaming stuff. Too much coffee, but I'm gonna add a little more.
Open your eyes.
Right there.
Open your eyes.
But I really want to do my perspective and my take on this game.
Wake up, Link.
Especially, but this is for the person who bought it, paid for it, played for a little bit, sorry, and kind of just put it down and was like, oh, I don't like it. That's kind of who I want to hit with this. I know there's like a ton of playthroughs, but I really want to sit here with you guys and analyze this game a little bit because I enjoy this game so much. And I mean it's not the best game ever made, definitively, no argument. No, I should say no possible argument, but you know, it has its flaws and stuff, but it's really, really good. And it might be I think it's probably one of the better games. You know, I'm not really sure exactly which game I would say was the best game ever made. You know, it might be like Super Mario Brothers 1 or Super Mario Brothers 3.
That is a Sheikah slate. Take it.
Or even like maybe
It
like
will help guide
Pac-Man
you
or
after your
something.
long
Was like,
slumber.
you know, because they were just such they were just such trailblazers in video, you know, Donkey Kong. You know, all those early arcade games were so great and they did so much for gaming. And I don't think there's much argument there. But this is a pivotal Zelda game. And Zelda is definitely one of the classic video games that, I mean, there's a reason this franchise is still going some 30 odd years later, like since the 80s. Just a little tutorial here. This is how you use your inventory. It's armor, or whatever you want to call this. Basically clothes. But in video game speak, it's armor, right?
Hold the Sheikah slate
Like,
up to
there's
the
a
pedestal.
reason that this
that will show you the way.
this franchise has been going on since the 80s, and it's because it started out so different from everything. And I think that's part of the fact that people miss about it, is that it kind of got to a point where, you know, I'm sorry, I'm first video playthrough stuff, I'm really just like, like I feel a little pressure. Normally when I'm streaming, I'm more relaxed, but because this is a video and I'm just looking at that, like,
shine upon Hyrule once again.
that little
Now
timer
go.
clicking down, so to make me like kind of blip a little bit. But anyways, we're gonna press down. Yeah, Zelda was so different, and actually brought us the first Zelda game brought so much to gaming. And even if you're not a fan, I mean, you don't have to be, but you pretty much do have to admit that it was just one of the greats. Like, there's no denying that. Yeah. So I want to talk about the beauty of this game. So I just kind of want to just take the scene in a little bit, because that's kind of part of it. Part of what I think is so great about this game is, look, I get it. I know. There's always going to be that thing of like, oh, the Switch, you're always going to have the detractor saying the Switch is underpowered and stuff. But look what they did with it. Like, look at that. The whole, so to speak, watercolor art style. Yeah, and there's a little, who's that? A person? Like, this game just has like its goofy moments, which is also like, excuse me, something that you have to recognize early on. And I like to like kind of just sneak around in this very first part, and because there's actually a few things, excuse me, right here. Oh, I missed that, whatever that beetle or bug or whatever it was. Yeah, I know some people miss the net for grabbing insects and stuff like that. But there's always like a couple of like little blue beetles on these trees and like little mushrooms. So yeah, I mean, Zelda gave us a lot. Like, think about, just the idea that like we had this actually kind of open world game in what, 1980, 85, I want to say 82, 83, 85, 84, something like that. I don't know. Don't have my notes on me. Not popping up. Open my phone to look at Google. Because that wouldn't be cool. But yeah, I mean, way back then, it was a lot of people's like first adventure game. A lot of people's like first, I'm the sword fighter guy, and like a fantasy. I mean, it definitely wasn't the first fantasy game. There were fantasy games before that. Or at least that tried to be, tried to do their best with, like, dragons and castles and the typical fantasy stuff that you see. But the whole thing about this game is basically taking the concept of what Zelda has been and turning it on its head and innovating a little bit. Yeah, old man. Innovating a little. Actually, innovating a lot. Like doing a lot of stuff differently than. Oh, no, I don't want to talk to you again. Whatever. Like, yes, I got it. Blah, 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 blah. Doing stuff different. Alright, here's the, this is how the user
Head
map
for the
section.
point marked on
Yeah,
the map on your
definitely
Sheikah
not.
slate.
This is not, you've never played this before. Kind of played it. Like, I'm gonna talk through all of the cutscenes, all the like little, I don't know, maybe talk the little talking parts. But like, some people will pick on like, oh, I wish there was like this or that and stuff, and whatever that was from our first Korok. Oh no, I think I messed it up. Yeah, I messed it up. Okay, if you land right in the center there, you get a Korok. But I'm not gonna do it again because it's not a first playthrough kind of playthrough. I played this game through all the way. I haven't done all the DLC and stuff. I just never really got into that part of it, even though I hear it's really good. I started on it and it's like, it just wasn't my cup of tea, and I understand it. And I understand if you play this game and you're like, this game is just not my cup of tea. That's totally fair. You know, a lot of things are just going to be personal preference, and no matter what anyone says about a game or anything, really, if it's not your cup of tea, then it's not your cup of tea, and I would never try to pressure somebody and be like, that's not going to do anything anyways. But I would never be like, oh, well, you should definitely like this because no. But if you play this before and you put it down and you're just like, oh man, I've heard about how good it is, but there's just certain things, I don't know, I just don't get it. That's what this playthrough is for. Well, hi. Oh, I have, hello. There we go, first enemy down. Nice club. Got some fangs. And some horns, yeah. Like, yeah, so, oh, I just, yeah, well, it's rusty, so. Choo-choo jellies are good. I like to pick those up. But, oh, here's where we get our, Highland trousers. They're really nice pants, so you don't have to buy them later on. And armor doesn't wear out in the game, so put on the nice stuff, the nicest stuff you have right away. Oh, this is cool. I really like this section. I really like some of the stuff that you can already see. Like, should I do this because it's a little quieter than the metal. Maybe, hopefully, quieter. Probably not. But yeah, I mean, there's so many things that you have to think about in this game, like being quiet. Oh, just wait. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Did I get everybody? Yeah. Man. Just stuff like that just makes me laugh. And like cool little, like, I don't know, scenes, instances, experiences. I don't think I got any parts. I think I'm gonna explore potion making in this game a little bit in this playthrough because a lot of people don't. They go straight to the food, which is understandable. It's a really good way to, like, do things. Is nothing. Come on. Oh, got a couple of clubs here. Yeah, a lot of people go straight to the food, which is valid, you know. But and I probably will use food. I'm not gonna do like a no food run. You can, you know. I've seen somebody do it, but I'm gonna explore potions as much as possible here. Okay, I'm at the yellow dot. I must have went over it. Oh, yeah, it's like in there. Hello. Thing there. I really like this scene. This scene is... Oh, what do I do with this thing? Not quite this part, but... This part, as it's coming into, like, actually bringing these towers up. This is really good. Like, especially if you have the, I don't, because I'm not using capture cards, so I have to run this on a PC. But especially if you have the the vibration feedback in the controller. Really like feeling where this thing just like exploding out of the ground. But then again, you gotta feel like how cool this game looks. I will say, especially given the Switch hardware, which I'm not knocking the Switch. I think it's a really good console for what it is, but you know, it's I think it's like so obvious given the size of it, given that it's basically a tablet, that it's for $300, it's not going to be as good as a PS4 or an Xbox One, and definitely not going to be as good as a PS5 or Series X. That's just stupid. But people say that kind of stuff. Like, oh, it's underpowered. Like, yeah, dude. It's a tablet. It's a handheld. Or it's a tablet form factor, I guess. You know. It's a handheld. It's not going to be... I mean, yeah, it is home console. You can use it as a home console. But to me, that's not what it is. To me, it's a handheld that you can use as a home console. You know, you're gonna have to give up something. So either you're gonna pay $600 for this thing, which is probably definitely not what Nintendo wants to do.
For the past
I love this voice
years.
actress, by the way.
The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end.
You can really hear like the desperation in her kind of whispered voice, right?
Now then,
Like
you must hurry, Link.
she knows,
Before it's
doesn't
too
know
late.
how much time she has left before this thing just breaks free. But Link has no idea who he is. You know, and he has no idea, I don't think anyway. You know, I mean, that's all up for interpretation. But he clearly doesn't have any memories. So, but he has to kind of gain that he has to gain that knowledge right now, and that's where we're at. You know, I'm maybe over explaining for people who have played this before, but I'm just trying to talk about what she's feeling. If you know the story, you kind of get what she's feeling. Like, she has to somehow get this guy who doesn't remember anything to take on this whole massive thing. Like, I couldn't even think of like the right wording to describe. Like, imagine these the divine beasts, right? They're enormous. They're bigger than life. They're kind of angry looking. They're made out of this strange, smooth, high roll stone that the shrines. Yeah, Sheikah's shrines, I believe. The shrines and a lot of the other stuff is made out of. Yeah, give me it. You know, no, you gotta go through all this whole thing before you get off the plateau, because this is the tutorial area. This is also a good place to just come back and get some resources later on in the game. So that's kind of nice. Okay, we gotta go up to the top of the hill and talk to this guy some more. But yeah, these things are enormous. They're monstrous. They're just terrible looking.
Ooh.
And yeah, I see it. And there's a crazy creature inside that's trying to kill you. And there's 4 of them. Excuse me. And then, once you've taken over all of those, you have to come save her. Or at least help her fight this thing. Which is one of the great points about this game, how Zelda isn't just a helpless... Come on, give me something. Give me something. Give me a fish. Come on. Zelda isn't just like the helpless, you know... Yay, a fish. Oh, no, whatever that was, I missed it. Oh, another fish. You know, she's just not just like, oh, help me, Link. I can't do anything for myself, right? Like she's like, I've been fighting this guy for quite a while. I'm just gonna go around. Oh, these guys, yeah. Like I was saying before, potions. I'm gonna need these guys for a potion. You know, this is you've played it through at least partially before. Kind of played through this. I'm totally ignoring. Obviously, I've already kind of said. Yeah, this is not a spoiler-free zone. This is a spoiler zone. But yeah, like just I'm sorry, I kind of lost my previous thought when I started going off on spoilers. So it's gone. But we're gonna move on. Like, yeah, so he has this whole adventure in front of him. And you know, the whole thing is, how do you get him from his newly rebuilt state to I wanted a frog to the point where he can take all these things on, the castle, the Ganon, the everything. Like, he's got a big adventure in front of him. Now let's skip through all this. This is just kind of, you know, I apologize if you've seen this before, but like, this is kind of like just every gamer's just kind of like, oh yeah, I gotta do this kind of first kind of stuff. This is an interesting but really weird way of like transferring information. Like, yeah, we just put all of something in a drop of something, and it lands on your thing and kind of splashes. So even though it splashes, all of the information is still there somehow. Don't know, but it's really. I don't. Yeah, maybe I can get it working because I do have a Switch Pro controller that I'm using, but it's just not working with my computer right now. The motion aspect of it, for some reason, this program that I'm using, play this game that I bought back in 2017 when the Switch first came out, because it was the only game worth buying. You need big guns. Just forget this. You can. There's a lot of ways to get this guy, but yeah. He goes into the water. Shorts out. Definitely want all these ancient parts. There's a whole thing with that. You know. Those ancient parts from the beginning are so important. Yeah, I really wish I had the motion working on this, but I don't right now. But I hopefully will. I'm just gonna grab this. I'm not gonna grab every little game thing in this playthrough, but a lot of stuff. And I'm gonna try to show most stuff because I also don't want to give a false idea, right? Of yeah. Of the feeling of this game. You know, I don't want, you know, because I want people to watch it and be like, oh yeah, it seems like such a quick game, and it's so no, it's really not like a game where you're going bam 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 from this to that. It's really kind of just a relaxed, chill experience. We have to kind of like slow down and take it all in, and almost like literally take it all in and literally like kind of smell the roses. Come on, cut. Loading scene. Here we go. Yep, here we go with the old man again. He's gonna talk. I'm like, this is only boring to me because I've done it so many times. Yeah. I don't know. What do you mean? I really do like to get the magnesis and be able to do all the great things that you can do with magnesis. Yeah, no. Yep. Oh, look, this is how you use map things. Things with maps. But at least it's not a straight up tutorial, right? At least it's not the press this button to this. Just like straight, like there's some... Ooh, I just literally just almost unalived myself right there. Okay, this is one of the tricks that I like to do. It saves your weapons. Save your giant hammer, sledgehammer thing. Well, that's metal too. I can have that too, but I really just want this chest. And yeah, this stuff is all pretty useful actually, because early on I'm gonna need some rupees. It's weird, like pretty much anything at this point is useful. So they could put basically anything in here. Arrows, baked apple.